Welcome to the channel, everybody. My name is Ryan and this is Necesse, and we are back at the village today. As you can see, I'm having to set up my third chest for stone here, so I've been collecting massive amounts of it as we go into each biome. Hold on, there's chest number 2. This one's got a ton of swamp and deep stone in it. Of course, it's all great for building and developing our settlement. Look at this one. This is almost all deep snowstone. So yeah, the bombs and the dynamite work really great. And of course, there are times where you just need to clear out a deep cavern for a boss fight or something. So that stone is really handy. But as you can see, for this chest right here, the newest one, we've got some of the deep swamp stone, which I actually really like. It's quite a nice dark green color. So I was thinking maybe we could do a building episode today, kind of take a little break from the boss fights that I've been consistently failing at. But maybe, of course, we'll do a little bit of exploring. I'd like to go down to the deep swamp and get more of this stone. Honestly, maybe we could use it, incorporate some of it into our build. Probably what we'll do, though, is focus on expanding some of this. So I'm going to use some more desert over here. And on this side, we'll go with this is deep stone right here. The floor tile at the ground here, this greener is the swamp. The swamp stone, not the deep, just the regular swamp stone for the floor. So I'm going to surround that, and we'll add probably a few more apartment blocks on each side, maybe 2 or 3. If I did 3 on this side and 3 on this side, that's 6 more rooms. That would be quite a lot. I think we technically still have 1 and 2 maybe free, maybe 3 here free. No, these guys are just really close together. Look at this. I don't know. It looks like he's sleeping in the same room, but they're not. One of them's in this room. It's just the beds are kind of in a corner. But anyway, that's aside from the point. So let me get a few things assembled. What I like to do, since I try to keep my inventory nice and clean, when I'm going to be building in an area, I'll come to my furniture box, just grab one of the chests here, and I'll start to fill this up with different materials that I think I might want to use. Like, we'll grab some of this deep stone over here. Grab it. I'm going to leave a small stack just for auto stacking purposes, and maybe some furniture too. Like I said, we are going to need some of the dungeon stuff because that's what I had used in the deep stone area. So we'll grab some bookcases. We got modular tables, chairs, all very essential. It's cool to have some chests. Basically all this stuff, the more the better, that way we can, I don't need the walls, but that way we can improve the value of these rooms, make them more desirable. Oh yeah, and we're definitely going to be using the gold stuff. Maybe, actually, I don't know, we'll see, it's all flexible. Our plans can all develop and change as time. Oh yeah, and the leather carpets that I stole from the pirate villages that we raided too, those are going in as well. Okay, well, you can see I've placed my chest, and yes, it is facing backwards, so to speak, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter because it's just temporary. Just putting some stuff here. Oh, and it just ran out of room. Well, shoot, maybe I can get another chest, but yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll just slap down a second one because I do have a few more sandstone pieces here too. So all of this, like I say, will go into expanding our settlement here a bit, but I want to go ahead and do a deep dive before we get into building. Like I said, I want some more of that green stone. So I've got one of the guards here with me, good old Sophie the guard. Let's check out her gear. She's wearing the demonic helmet and the tungsten sword. So it's pretty good. Let's also, oh, you know what? I almost forgot. In the last one, we got 20 mycelium bars. That's everything from the furnaces and stuff. So there's nothing in the furnaces except some gold and iron and stuff working. But I don't know. Let's check something out. Let's see if we can craft anything interesting before we venture below with that mycelium. Cool, here it is. Okay, so we've got the shovel, the pickaxe. Hold on, let me go to anything. I just want to see what we might be able to craft. Ancient fossils. Where do we find that at? Yeah, we saw the widow helmet on the last one, or the widow's set. Ancient fossils, is that the deep sand biome? Possibly the deep desert? Maybe, I'm not sure. Wow, I'm not super impressed with the mycelium stuff. Okay, let's look at the gear here. We've got 2 potential headpieces. Sweet, one of them is a summons. Each hit on enemy gives movement speed, stacking up to 100. Oh, that could be really good for our boss fight. And what's this one here? So this is armor, crit, ranged attack speed. That's cool. Hold down V to root you to the ground and gain 100 ranged attack speed. That would not be bad, especially if we had a few, you know, of our little guards with us during the boss fight. But honestly, I would definitely go with the mycelium scarf here for the summon speed. What does the chest have on it? Damage and armor, movement speed. Well, I like it. And I mean, the tools and stuff, pretty lackluster. We'll probably stick with what we've got for now. It's funny, each one of my tools is a different type, but I'll get it all leveled up. We found this master pickaxe, by the way. That was just a piece of loot we picked up. But anyway, we'll be saving the mycelium bars then. But like I said, we're going down below, so maybe we will be able to get enough and craft up that piece. We'll see. Alright, we are here with 3 of our guards. One of them is wearing, well, let's just take a look real quick. Go over the equipment. So we've got one in the shadow hat set, the shadow mantle set, I guess you call it, with a nice quartz staff. That could probably be upgraded too at some point. Definitely going to need some better magic weapons for that fella. Up here we've got Sophie. She's in the demonic set, I can just tell by the look of her. Yep, full demonic, which is a good all-around set, definitely. Plus, I think these are the bars we can transmute from other bars, I believe. We'll have to check that to confirm, but yeah, if that's the case. That makes these just an ideal suit, like for NPCs in general. So we've got the tungsten sword, which is pretty top of the line right now for where we're at. And then, speaking of tungsten, we've got Kane here, which is one of the newer guards, but, oops. Whoops, Kane, join my party. I hit the wrong thing, buddy. Here's our adventuring supplies, too. Got some food that spoils in an hour, so we got to use that. But let's see here. Your equipment. He's got the full tungsten set, baby, and a tungsten boomerang. So this guy is top quality. Anyway, enough stalling. Let's get below. I'm going to go ahead and use my potions. Unfortunately, it doesn't include a spelunker potion, but we're pretty close to the edge. I didn't notice that the first time. That's no concern, except, actually it's kind of nice. We'll just head north now. So I'm going to immediately start using my bombs, because remember, a big part of this journey is just for the stone. Well, not just for stone, but we do want to get at least a few stackfuls of this nice dark green stone. I love it. I bet the furniture it makes will really stand out in a build, you know? If I offset it with a different kind, like I don't want to do the walls and the furniture all in the same green. That would look a little bit, I don't know, it might look cool. It actually might, depending on if you don't overdo it, you know. But I think that, you know, sprinkling in a little bit of this deep green will be very nice. Definitely make something stand out. Although I don't know, because I haven't actually crafted anything with it yet. We'll just have to wait and see. It's still a surprise. Okay. I'm gonna light the night up while my guards fight with me here. Fight for me, I should say. Just gotta make sure they survive. They got, oh, there's a miner here too. Oh, I see a chest. Let's go. I'm just gonna start popping these open with my pickaxe. What do we get? Enchanting scroll, nice. Melee weapon, sick. Like I mentioned, I might be looking for a new melee. Looking for some kind of weapon, you know. Something that'll help me kill that stupid ice. Oh! Get her. The miner. Kill the miner. Don't let her touch me. Haha, we destroyed her. Oh, she dropped a hat. Oh, nope. That's just an effect. Unfortunately, that miner's hat was not real. What does he got? Little life quartz? I don't even care about that. I'm here for mycelium, and that's it. And big boom, there we go. So still have not found much mycelium at all, unfortunately. But, you know, I ended up in my northern path, somehow turned myself back down around to the south. So we've still got a lot of unexplored area left. I'm not complaining. The fact that it's rare just makes it that much more satisfying, especially when you find a nice big old vein of it. You know, but I do have a tendency to kind of just like, hey, I'm going to pick a direction and then end up going completely opposite of that direction. I'm terrible with directions too. In real life, it's the worst. But nonetheless, luckily here in the world of Necesse, we have a handy map that we can check at any point, zoom in with. I love it. Necesse, the devs have definitely made this game easy to play. You know, it's a lot of fun just in that regard. There's a lot of quality of life considerations and surprisingly a lot of detail and granularity, so to speak, in the control options you have, especially with your settlement and your NPCs. It's always impressed me, and it's definitely gotten deeper since I initially started playing 7 months ago, 6 months ago. It's gotten deeper and more complex, so I look forward to a lot more with that. Who knows? Who knows what your NPC guides and companions can one day do. But so far, we're still with all 3 of them. Let's check our gear. I know someone told me, I believe in the comments, that there is a hotkey for this, but let's just configure it. Ooh, we still got 100. Ooh, that food spoiled. No worries, no worries. We're doing okay. I'm not even using any buff potions at the moment, but yeah, still don't have any of the mycelium ore. Well, still have not had much luck with the mycelium ore. Got a little life quartz, but the cool thing is I'm actually picking up a few bars here and there just from destroying crates and whatnot. Although I think I might have come across a chest up here. I don't know, it's hard to tell. There's a spider cavern, and it looks pretty large. Which can be beneficial, certainly, but there's some sort of structure here. Let's blow it up with a bomb, or 2 or 3. Okay. Oh, is that ore right there? Oh, that is. I thought that was gold. It's very similar, almost bronzy-like, but we just picked up a little mycelium right there. Beautiful. Literally the first that I've found. And I'm actually making my way pretty well northward, kind of at a horizontal north, but you know how that is. All right, we're moving. We got a caveling. He's got rose quartz or life quartz, whatever it is. Pretty sure that's going to be valuable for us, though, at some point. At some point, I'll figure out what to do with rose quartz. Or I always call it that. Life quartz, by God. Let's just move in here. Did we get a chest? I don't think there was a chest, was there? It was a fake out. It was fake furniture. Ah, that always happens to me. Oh, here we go. Check it out. There's a little bit. Oh, there's a little bit of mycelium and a chest right here. Now, I'm hearing these guys drink a lot of potions. Like, I'm hearing that noise, that quaffing noise. Let's check it out. How are we down to 52? They've eaten through a bunch of food as well. Well, that's no worries. Like I said, we've stumbled across some seriously good treasure here. Let's just give it a moment. Oh, what did we get? What did we get? Age Champion Shield. What is that? Equipped hold space. I still haven't tried out the shields yet. Like, I haven't even tried to practice with them, but maybe they're incredible. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments. What do you guys think about those shields? Because I've encountered a couple of them now, different types, but here we go. Let's pick up this mycelium. Is that a little bit more just up here? This is definitely a sweet little area. I can see some sort of structure over here. We're going to hit that. Now, that's definitely copper. No worries. Oh, there might be some up here. Nope, that's spider webs. Okay. Maybe a little bit right there. What is that? You can see now I've got like gold fever, but mycelium fever now. I need more of it. Look at this. Chest. Yes. All right, let's grab this. There's an enchant scroll. Strawberry seeds, I'll take those. Let's see. I got to get rid of something. Spoiled food, get rid of that. Deep stone wall, don't need it. Okay, we got everything here. Let's go ahead and teleport home. I've got a lot of great stuff. I'd like to go ahead and get this home, start smelting some of these bars. I think that's probably the smart and prudent move. Okay, well, after returning, I've been smelting some stuff, and while I waited, I just sold a bunch of items, kind of cleaning out some of the chests that we've got. I've even started selling stacks of seeds down here, because we're getting just like an obscene amount of seeds and saplings and stuff, kind of clogging up production. You know, also we get these trinkets too occasionally from the fisher, so I like to clean these out occasionally of the stuff that doesn't really belong here that we can either sell or just stack off. You know, in the chests that are up north there. But what I'm really looking for are more sunflowers. We need more healing potions for sure. So that's another reason too to keep these chests kind of emptied out a little bit, because then they can go and replant and harvest more stuff. Because if they get too full, they can't harvest anything. Yeah, look at this. We got a nice little string now. It's almost complete. These are banana trees down here. So most of this boulevard is made up of lemon trees, but then we do have some new banana trees that have gone in. I need to go to the desert and get some coconut trees too. I have a bunch of them there, but I didn't bring any back. Of course, I won't put them here. This is almost filled up. I'm going to use more banana trees there, but you can see I get a little obsessive about the decorations and the building aspect. But this game, you know, surprisingly is very satisfying building wise. I didn't really honestly think that it would hold a candle to Terraria and its building, but it does. It definitely is very cool. So anyway, let's go ahead and stack off some of this alchemy stuff. There we go. Now again, let's get some more health potions. Beautiful. I need cave glow. Yeah, I really need to get a whole like cave glow operation going, because I'm noticing that's an ingredient in a lot of these more important potions, like our greater healing potions. But the good news is I actually do... Nope, wrong pouch. I do have some of my own. I got 37 of my own greater potions. These ones are just for the party here. So let's go ahead and look at your equipment. Nope, wrong one. I want to adventure party. There we go. Give them those. Now, I think it's time to dismiss the party, actually. Like I said, we've got some building to do, so let's get to it. All right, well, we are out here in the rain with our cow, the wild cow, and 2 chests full of absolute gold mine here. We've got tons of building equipment, and this one is absolutely chock full. But I think we're going to sort. Here we go. Beautiful. So, I do want to continue to build, I think, on the desert and whatever this is, the deep stone. I believe that's what that one is. I will have to cut into... We've got some trees growing over you. You can see I've got a forestry zone set up, but that's not a big deal. I can just take some of these out. Question is, where exactly do we want to put these rooms? So let's zoom out a little bit and actually want to take a look at the map here. So it might be cool, I think, to continue on up this way. I was thinking about filling out some of this region, but which I still plan on doing at some point. I'll put a couple more rooms like here and here, and then obviously whatever we do on one side, we kind of mirror it on the other, even if it's with different materials. But since this is already partially sanded, for one thing, it might not be a bad idea to, you know, just continue with like 2 or 3 more rooms kind of in this fashion, and then just fill in the gaps of the sand. And then obviously, like I said, we'll do something over here too to match it. But I'm going to continue to slap down these torches. Alright, so yeah, that's not a bad plan, which means we're going to need some sandstone walls. Let's grab that. I grabbed a workbench too, just in case we need that. Slap that down. Alright, we got some walls, couple of doors. Furniture we'll worry about later. I do want to use the sandstone brick floor, and I've got this sand brick. I pulled this up from a dungeon. One of the, well, it was the deep, not a dungeon. It was a deep sand biome. And it wasn't the deep sand biome, it was just the regular sand biome. But anyway, nonetheless, that's where that came from, using some of those handy tile bombs. We will use some leather. I believe I've got some incorporated. No, not into these, but that's okay. We could still put some in. Alright, let's look. I gotta make sure to pay attention to the notifications, because if we get a fissure at the snow biome, I have to drop everything and go hire that person. But anyway, let's stay focused here. So we will use some of the gold furniture, no doubt about it. And I'm gonna need 3 beds, because I'm planning on 3 rooms. I think that's what we'll go with. Alright, looking pretty solid there. And of course we can always come back. Let's grab some tables here. I'm going to need to make some tables, aren't I? Because the dungeon stuff is for this side, so I'm not using that. Yeah, we'll have to make some regular wood tables for this side. But alright, now comes the fun part, figuring out what design we want. So Again, I don't really know. I do know that I want to have probably 2 doors. It's just easiest for me as I'm going around. Like, because eventually I start to fill in some of these little gaps, between the buildings. Like over here, the pigs have kind of filled in down below there. So it's good to have multiple doors. I can go through them. But other than that, shape is kind of just free form. Let's see. I think I do want it kind of attached here too. So say like, and I also want it to kind of flow down this way towards this direction. So let's do something. This maybe. Okay. Not sure what I'm doing just yet. And if I bring this one out an equal amount, that's getting to be a pretty big room, but let's make a little diamond almost here. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. If I do 1, 2. All right, let's get the pickaxe out here. I don't know, screwed something up, but I think let's bring it back to level with each other. And also I need to cut down this tree here. I can tell that's going to annoy me. Okay, and we can have this back wall be our door. There we go. So we got one end. And again, it kind of lines up with the front but of this other one here. It's almost identical, but not quite. I don't know how I feel about that. Well, before we do any flooring or finishing and putting in furniture, let's build a second room over here, kind of. And we'll just see how it kind of flows with this one. If we need to rebuild the whole thing, that's just what we'll have to do. Sometimes you do have to start from scratch and stuff. So let me see if I can't come up with something interesting over here. Okay, well, I don't know. At first I didn't quite like them because they're kind of irregular shaped, They're not one of these symmetrical, albeit unusual designs, but now it's kind of growing on me. It's going to be a little bit difficult to replicate on this side, but if I'm careful and I just follow block by block, obviously I need to get the deep stone. Let's see where that's at. But yeah, I've got a bunch of it here. So again, before I dedicate myself really and start putting in furniture and laying down the flooring and stuff, let's see what it looks like when we mirror it on this side with some of our own deep stone walls and doors. Yep, I've got 8 doors here. Perfect. So again, it's just all about looking. So we've got the 3 over here. Go ahead and close that. So I'll start with this end, moving 1, 2, 3. Probably gonna need to take that torch down. There we go. All right, so confirming. Let me see. Can I zoom out? Nope, that's as 100% far as I can zoom. But no worries. It's just going to require... Maybe if I sit on my ostrich, it'll make things a little faster. Also, I do have a trinket. I was looking through to see if I could craft up that like ultimate toolbox or whatever it's called. But I don't have all the components, but I do have the one that gives me extra range. I don't know. For right now, I'll just tough it out, though. I don't want to go sort through trinkets, but... Alright, so that's where the door would go, right there. And then it follows the same line in 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. And then we come over 3. So, wait. Yeah, it goes up 1 and then over 3. Perfect. And then down 4 to the front of the building, where there's a door. Right there. Okay, beautiful. And now I think it's just should be 1, 2, 3. Perfect. So is that symmetrical? Did I get it all right? I think so. Yeah, because the door is off by 1. Here it comes in and it drops 1. Here it comes in and it goes up 1. Perfect. All right. It still looks a little off because we don't have this second room, but let's get that one attached. And there we go. So that room went pretty quick, actually. It's getting to be dark now, too. We better eat something here. Oh, I must have a bunch of raw food in my box. Oh my god, that's all I've got is raw foods. I'm going to have to whip up some meals. I was selling, too. I was cooking a bunch of foods and selling them to the pawnbroker. How much money do we have, by the way? 24,000. Not too shabby. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find something to spend that coinage on. But bombs so far have been one of my biggest purchases. I've been buying bombs of dynamite by the stack these days. We can also buy the gold furniture from the Broken Pirate too. So, yep. You know what? I think that's probably what I'll use for this side is the gold. Over here, we're gonna stick with the dungeon furniture just because it looks nicer. But I might actually go through these two and replace them with golden furniture. We'll see though. And I know I said I was going to do 3 rooms on either side, but 2 is just kind of what I settled with, and I felt like a third one, squeezing it in here, would be a bit much. I want to have a gap because eventually I am going to place like a walkway here, maybe even 2 wide, you know, so we can go all the way around the perimeter. That's probably something I should do next, is finish off my walls. And I talked about constructing like a little gatehouse here where we can basically have like 1 or 2 guards just live full time right here and guard the entrance north and south. We'll do that same thing down here. But so in other words, I wanted to leave a little room. 2 on either side. That's still 4 total. That's a big addition. If we hire 4 more guards, that's a whole adventuring party. You know, and one last thing too is I want to kind of test and see just how big of we can get an adventuring party. You know what I'm saying? Can I have 20 guards? That might be interesting to find out. But anyway, guys, I think that'll do it for today's episode. I'll do the boring parts, laying the floors and filling out the furniture and stuff, probably off camera. Maybe we'll do it together in another episode if you guys enjoy the building ones. Let me know down in the comment section. Hit that like button for me if you're enjoying the Necesse playthrough, and I will see you all on the next one.